Another one. Another one. Another one. Another one.
What's going on, everybody? Rise and grind. Let's get to it right away. So you see what's on the screen? Is it possible to have perfect peace? And what perfect peace is that you live a life without any type of judgment. Do you see that that's possible? And that's not, it doesn't matter if you're tall or short, if you're ugly or beautiful, if you're smart or dumb. Perfect peace is all about the energy that's harbored from within. Again, all the glory to the Most High. And thanks for everybody that tunes in. Thanks for everybody that watches on the replay. We're going to give you some more Americans with peach skin clapping it up. And we are at day 18, morning of this saga, where we are laying out the foundation of how to do energy strengthening. So this is day 18, and my apologies on the camera. It's always a little battle to get that all the way squared up the way it needs to be. But we are at day 18, morning, after today, 12 more days to go. And really, this should become a part of your diet or a part of your lifestyle at this point. And you're not changing everything. You're just putting this on top of everything else that you have going on. So that way you can separate, at times and just bring up your awareness and your clarity. And darkness of everything and nothing. Hopefully I got your name right this time. Hopefully you staying with it, my brother. It was excellent fellowshipping with you yesterday. So yeah, definitely stay with it. But is it possible to have perfect peace? Did we have perfect peace at some point? And I say absolutely. Absolutely, it's possible to have perfect peace. And absolutely, we all had perfect peace before we went out of our adolescence, which would be 13 or under. And some people, shed their adolescence at 12 or 11. What your adolescence is when you're working off that godlike energy automatically. Like 8-year-olds are not hardwired to have judgment and to have hatred in their heart. It's learned, it's taught behavior. It's not their true nature. And it's not our true nature. Like I'm halfway to 80. So if I spent the first, let's say, 10 years of my life operating with that adolescence, that's 25% of my life where, I was on autopilot with the creator. And that's the story for all of us. I'm not exempt from the rules. You're not exempt from the rules. Nobody on earth is exempt from those rules. So it's absolutely possible to have perfect peace. And the way that you have perfect peace is just having a level of awareness. That's all you need to do. Having that level of awareness, seeking the creator along with nothing else, especially for my males out there that want to be men. That's how you become a man, is putting the creator first along with nothing else. But again, we are on day 18 morning, and then of course we'll do 18 at nighttime, same as before. If you're new to my channel, if you have a timer on your phone, or if you have some way to set a timer, you do what you can. Give Caesar what is Caesar's, but give God's what is God's. So if you can only handle 2 minutes, it's 2 minutes. If you can only handle 5 minutes, it's 5 minutes, but you always set it for a minute more than what you need. So if you are going to set it for 5 minutes, set it for 6 minutes, just to give yourself a little time to get situated before you start doing the observing. And again, the way that you observe is you turn your hands over like this. Let me get this off the screen now. Turn your hands over like so. Tilt your head slightly. Feel a natural focus in between your eyebrows. And just breathe. And then pay attention to everything that's going on around you. Pay attention to what's going on inside of you. Just be aware of that. Because again, the mind can only show you things that are in the past, the future, or imagination. So if you pay attention to things that are going on within you, stomach growling, eye twitching, it feels like you're getting those little goosebumps on your arm, or things that are going on around you, doors creaking, someone honking a horn, a dog barking, all that type of good stuff is happening in the present moment. In the present moment, thoughts cannot exist because thoughts can only create lies in order to exist. So if you become aware of them, they go away. It's almost like if you had like a flashlight and you shine it on the darkness. That's how awareness works with thoughts. So when you have that awareness, the darkness can't exist in that same place and it can only scatter and move away. So if you're constantly aware, and I've said this before, it's almost like I have an invisible bubble around me. at all times with the darkness. You know, I know that there's bad things that are going on. There's evil, which means loss, things that are going on, but it doesn't affect me because of where I'm at as far as my level of awareness and where my light is shining. And that's even in death. That's even in death. I'm still going to operate that way because I've done enough spiritual works to put myself in this position. But all right, enough talky talky. Time for some walkie walkie. So just back to my original statement. Is it possible to have perfect peace? Absolutely, it's possible to have perfect peace. And at a minimum, if you're 40 years old, you've had perfect peace for at least 25% of your life, which was the first 10 years of your life. And that's internally. If sure, you know, our moms impose their will on us. They make us, but as far as our energy, they make us upset. They give us anger. But as far as your energy, you still have that perfect peace because you're operating off that creator nature. So doing this energy strengthening just puts you back in contact with that. Put you back in contact. Remember, this is your body. This is your energy. So that's what the energy strengthening does. Is it sensors that, combines that, so that way you and the Father become one, and then you operate, you know, with that energy. But let's get into it. Let's get into it. If you're new to my show, please bear with me on this. But if you're not new to my show, you know exactly where I'm going with this.
Talk is cheap, motherfucker.
All right, give me a quick second and then we'll get into the energy strength and I'll be right back. All right, we are back. We are back. You guys got those timer sets? You guys ready to go? All right, no more waiting around. Let's get it. And then we'll talk a little bit more after this over, and you guys can let me know what you're experiencing while you're doing energy strengthening. We'll have a quick little fellowship, and then we'll get up out of here. And remember, a fellowship is just two or more. That's all you need. Most people that have a lot of people around them, I would say that the more people you're around that are around you, Facebook friends, Instagram friends, or just fake friends in real life, 80% of them, I would actually say 90% of them are actually haters. All right, hands turned over, tilt your head slightly, sit as still as possible, just relax and just breathe. Nice, nice, nice. There's definitely a lot of observations during this energy strengthening. There was a lot, that's for sure. And you know, again, just stay with it, stay with it, stay with it while you're doing it. Let's correct the camera. Yeah, just stay with it, stay with it, stay with it while you're doing it. But yeah, it was definitely a lot of observations. And now that I'm in the present moment, none of those things are true. And that's exactly how it works. But when we're in our everyday life and we're just doing things, you know, you're not aware of that. That's why it's vital to do the energy strengthening and give that time so that way it can raise your energy to a certain point to where that awareness is always on. So stay with it, stay with it, stay with it, stay with it. And also know that it is absolutely possible to have perfect peace. And perfect peace, or so called heaven, is just growing in the light, just growing with that level of awareness. That's what it means to have perfect peace. All right. But I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you guys doing energy strengthening with me. I will be back for sure for energy strengthening tonight, nighttime, to complete day 18. But other than that, if I stay any longer, I have to charge you. Peace.